Okay, this is my basic guide to the Affinity Photo user interface. Don't forget, under help there are 92 tutorials that are not organised in a very logical way, but even some of them for beginners are quite complex. I'm going to open a file just so we can look at the interface. And while that's happening, I just want you to be aware that I'm going to go through the tools that you'll need to get started. My parallel would be when you open up Microsoft Word, for example, and you look at all of the tools and all of the stuff you can do with Word. How much of Word do you really use? Spell checker, bold, underline, new line, change font sizes. You only use 2 or 3% normally of what Word or Excel offers. The same is here. So out of all of this, there's only going to be about 4 or 5% you're going to need to get started. So let's look at what we've got. First off, we've got what they're calling personas. This is the photo persona that we've opened to do a photograph. You don't need this one, you don't need this one, and you don't need this one. The other one we're going to look at in a later video is the persona, the workspace persona. Right, fancy word. That will work on raw photographs, but normally you'll be working in the photo development, the photo workspace, the photo persona. There's the photo. Obviously, we've got the usual, slightly different on the Mac. I'm on a PC. These are slightly different, and some of the menu items are under slightly different headings, which is really confusing if you're making a help video. Logically, you may have seen this before. These are the tools that you're going to use. That's the file name, by the way, there. And if you have more than one file open, which again you probably won't, but those file names will appear along here in the order in which they're opened. This here is the context of the things you can do with the tool. So, for example, if I select that tool, I've now got the things I can do with that tool. Again, out of all this, I've only ever used hardness and no other. Alright. Okay, again, along the top here, you can forget all of these. Never needed to go up there yet. Might do eventually. There is a help video that tells you what they are. Haven't bothered. And finally, the panels down this side, and this is where you're going to look to see what effect your alterations to your photograph are having. And that's the interface in its simplest form.